Alright, so I got the furnace running, fans in the window, guitar body is hanging up, and I've got a brand new box of 2K Max Spray or Spray Max Clear Glamour, and everything's been cut, and she's about to get her first coats of clear. Got the shielding paint inside there. So here I go. Alright, so I got the first coat of clear on there, and as you can see, it's kind of like a matte finish. It's not very glossy, but it did bring out a lot of the wood. And the reason being is because when you do a first coat of clear, you don't want to spray it real heavy. You just want to give it a little bit of a dusting. Binding came out really, really nice. It's nice and flush. One of the string ferrules kind of got away from me a little bit, as you can see on the back. And what sucks about that is when I was drilling through the front, as you can see, those are perfectly straight for the string through. But when you go too fast, it may go in the way you want it, but it'll come out a little bit on an angle. So you want to go slow when you're using the mill. Kind of found that out the hard way. But yeah, she's looking good, and I will be giving it a second coat and then show you the difference between first coat being a matte finish and the second coat being a gloss. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we got the second coat on here right now, and as you can see, it's a little bit more glossy. Sprayed a little bit slower, a little bit heavier to give it a nice gloss finish. But this is only the second coat, so there's going to be probably 3 cans of clear going on that. Yep, I know it's kind of a lot, but I want to give this thing a nice surface just for sanding and getting it nice and flat, nice and smooth, and come out like glass when I buff it. So this is the second coat that's on there right now. It doesn't look as pretty as it would if I put like 3 more coats on here, but got to build that up and get it there. So binding, oh, focus you bastard. All right, the binding looking really good. Kind of matches pretty nice with the top. Narrowing down the binding as it goes into the curve over here where it's a kind of like a armrest. Yeah, that's going to come out really, really nice. I don't mind using veneers as a top on a guitar. Some of them come out really, really nice, this being one of them. This is book matched, so if anybody says that it's not, follow the striping and you'll see that it is book matched. Center line came out perfect where I wanted it. Now this is going to get a standard 3-way switch like you would see in a Les Paul, volume, tone. And since I'm putting hot rails inside here, Wilkinson's hot rails, they will be push and pull as far as the volume and tone control to turn the little humbuckers into single coils. And yes, that bridge pickup is angled exactly the way that it would be and in the same place that it would be if this was going to have a bridge plate with the standard Telecaster style single coil in it. So yeah, she's coming out nice. I can't complain. And just wait for this to kind of cure up a little bit before I put the third coat on it. Alright, so I got 1 can, which is about 4 coats of the Spray Max Clear on here, and she's looking really good. I mean, I can't complain one bit as far as how this thing is coming out. One thing you got to be careful of when using the Spray Max Clear coats, you don't want it to milk up on you, so you really want to wait till the bottom layer of paint before you spray on top of it. Cures up pretty good to where it might have a little bit of a tacky, which is fine, and then you spray over that and it kind of adheres to itself. The stuff isn't like lacquer, where lacquer will melt into itself and you end up, you can actually let lacquer cure and then spray on top of that with another coat of lacquer and it'll melt into itself. This is not like that. If you spray too much at one time, especially if the bottom coat is not cured enough, it'll end up milking up on you and you get this hazy look that looks like shit. And you can't get it out unless you use some type of a heat. And you got to be careful because this stuff is very flammable. And you could torch whatever you're doing here. So I want to wait for this to cure up real good before I put the 5th coat on it. Now when I order my Spray Max, I always order by the case. So you get about 6 of them, 6 cans in a case. I got 2 more, another case coming, and that'll be plenty of clear for other projects as well. Oh, and make sure that you wear a face mask. You want to protect your lungs and not breathe this shit. Even though I have an exhaust fan in the window, which is really not much of an exhaust fan, this stuff still lingers in the air as you're using it and spraying. So, and plus you're right on top of it when you're spraying this, so you don't want to breathe it. All right, so I am going to end this video, and I will start a new video later on of the outcome of how this thing looks after it's all been cleared up. So time to work on the neck and get that ready to be cleared as well.